Okay, listen. So, what is our topic? Nutritional requirements for culture media. So, what is the nutritional requirements for the culture media? So, culture media is the bacterial exhibit a wide variation for their growth requirements. These requirements is classified into two types. The nutritional requirements is classified into how many types? Two types. So, one is the one and two. One is the nutritional requirement, and the second one is the environment requirements. Environment requirements. Environment requirements. So first we discuss about the nutritional requirements. So in nutritional requirements, there's different types of nutritional requirements are there. So first one is the nutritional requirements is the first one is the energy, and the second one is known as carbon. Third one is the nitrogen, and fourth one is the sulfur, and fifth one is a phosphorus, and sixth one is metals. Seventh one is vitamins, and growth factors. So total seven nutritional requirements are there. So first one is the energy. So first we discuss about energy. What is the importance of the energy for the growth of the culture media? So some organism depends upon the chemical compounds for their energy requirements is known as a chemotropes. So some are the organisms depends upon the chemical compounds for their energy requirements. Chemical compounds for their energy requirements. So this now is these compounds is known as the chemotropes. The chemotropes my organisms is depends upon the chemical compounds for their energy requirements is known as a chemotropes. The example is a Escherichia coli, E. coli. Echerichia coli. The Echerichia coli is also known as a chemotrope. Example for the chemotropes. Why? These are the depends upon the chemical compounds for their energy requirements. So these are chemotropes. Some organisms are depends upon the chemical compounds. Some are the depends upon the light source. Some are the depends upon the light source for their energy requirement. So these known as a phototropes. This is known as a phototropes. Example is a rhodospirillum. Example is rhodospirillum. The phototropes example is a rhodospirillum, and chemotropes example is a Escherichia coli. The phototropes and chemotropes both are the energy requirements for from the chemical compound. Some are the light source. So this is the energy required from the chemicals, energy required from the light source. And the next one is the carbon. Number two is the carbon. So the carbon is one of the most important growth factor, one of the most important growth factor. So growth factor. Why? Because of the 50 percentage of the dry weight of the bacterial cell only carbon. The 50 percentage of dry weight of dry weight of bacteria composed by the carbon only. The carbon is occupy the 50% dry weight of the 50% dry weight of the carbon only from carbon molecule. So that's why this is the very important for the growth of bacteria. From only carbon, 50 percentage of dry weight of the carbon is presented in the bacteria. So the next one, some are the synthesized cell components from the bacteria. What is the importance of the carbon? From utilizing the carbon, synthesizing of the new cells. New cells are new cells are synthesized from the carbon molecules. New cells are synthesized from the carbon molecules only. And the next one, and bacteria utilize the carbon dioxide also, and their source carbon dioxide is known as a autotrophs. So these are some bacteria utilize the carbon dioxide also, utilize the carbon dioxide and their source, and in carbon dioxide carbon molecule is also here. So these compounds is known as a autotrophs. Autotrophs. So what is the autotrophs meaning? These some bacteria utilize the carbon dioxide is known as autotrophs. Example is the nitrosomonas. Example is the nitrosomonas. Nitrosomonas bacteria utilize the carbon dioxide for their growth development purpose. So the next one is some are the bacteria utilize the organic compounds like protein. Some are the bacteria utilize the like a protein, carbohydrates, proteins, carbohydrates, lipids. So indirectly, proteins, carbohydrates, lipids containing the carbon molecules, containing the carbon molecules. So not only proteins and carbon dioxide lipids in this particular proteins, carbohydrates, lipids containing them, containing the internally carbon molecule. That carbon source is utilized by the bacteria is known as a heterotrophs. Heterotrophs. Heterotrophs means utilizing the carbon source of the protein, carbohydrates, lipids for the growth for development purpose. So is known as a heterotrophs. So example is the heterotrophs is the example is the majority of the human pathogens belonging this group. Human pathogens. Human pathogens belonging this group. So this is the carbon source depends upon the carbon development of the and growth of the bacteria. So the next one, third one is known as nitrogen, sulfur and phosphorus. Nitrogen, sulfur and phosphorus. So some of the bacteria is utilizes the cell synthesizing purpose. And the next one, the next one utilizing the phosphorus molecule, sulfur molecule, and nitrogen molecules are utilized for the different purpose. So bacteria derive the nitrogen form of the inorganic compounds like nitrates and nitrites, ammonium, and other components. So from the particular nitrogen compounds. So in the by utilizing of the nitrogen compounds, nitrites, nitrates and nitrites, amino acids, amino acids, and ammonium salts, NH4 salts, utilized for the growing purpose, and as well as the essential requirement for the synthesis of protein, essential essential requirements for synthesis of synthesis of synthesis of proteins and DNA molecule. DNA molecule. In the protein, in the DNA molecule, it containing the nitrogen substances. So the nitrogen substances containing the genetic information also. DNA and as well as the RNA molecule synthesized and development purpose, we are using the nitrogen molecules. So what is the percentage of the nitrogen in the bacteria? 15 percentage of the nitrate molecules are presented in the bacteria for the synthesis of proteins, DNA and RNA. 50% from carbon molecule, 15% from nitrogen molecule. So depends upon the nitrogen, depends upon the carbon molecule, the total weight of the bacteria occupied by the is 65%, minimum 65 percentage occupied by only nitrogen and carbon molecules, and remaining only it contains 35 percentage only. So without nitrogen, without carbon, there is no chance for the growing of the culture media, growing of the bacteria. So the next one bacteria, and the next one sulfur. About sulfur molecule. What is the importance of the sulfur in the nutritional requirement for the growing of the bacteria? So bacteria derive the sulfur and either form of the organic and inorganic compounds which is utilized for the synthesis of amino acids. So the sulfur molecule mainly utilized for the synthesis of amino acids. So which type of amino acids? Cysteine and methionine. Cysteine and methionine and vitamins also. Vitamins also synthesized by the sulfur. Not only these three compounds, so two more compounds are there, thiamine and biotin also. Vitamin thiamine and thiamine and biotin molecules are synthesized depends upon the sulfur molecules. And the next one, what is the importance of the phosphorus? So the phosphorus is an important compound for the nucleic acid and phospholipids derived from the phosphate ions. So in here, by utilization of the phosphate molecules, so synthesis of the important component for the nucleic acid, and the next one, phospholipids. Nucleic acid and phospholipids mainly depends upon the phosphorus molecules. So this is the importance of the energy and carbon molecule, nitrogen, sulfur, and phosphate molecules. And the next one is the metals. So what is the importance of the metals? So the metals like potassium, calcium, magnesium, and these are the essential requirements, and essential requirement for the growth of the bacteria. And trace elements like zinc, copper, manganese, and iron. So these are the requirement in very low concentration only, low concentration at the 0 to 1 percentage of concentration, which act as a cofactor of the various enzyme. It is a, what is the uses? It act as a cofactors. It act as a cofactors for the various enzyme activity purpose, using this low concentration of the metals and low concentration of the particular compounds. So the next one, the trace elements is and trace elements and metals. So these are the mainly participated in the cofactors of the enzymes activity. What is the importance of the enzymes? And increase the rate of reaction, that purpose. The next one, vitamins and growth factors, other organic growth factors. What is the importance of the vitamins and other organic growth factors? So what is the importance? So these are the bacteria are not capable for the synthesizing certain organic compounds. It is considered the essential for their growth. So particular organic compounds are compulsory for the growth of the bacteria. So these are the organic growth factors supplied the ready to form and directly growth of the media. Some organic compounds are compulsory used for the growth of the bacteria. It is a ready to growth for the medium, ready to growth for the medium, and supply the energy, supply the compounds to the medium. These are including which type of organic compounds? Including amino acids, purines, pyrimidines. The example is the amino acids, purines, pyrimidines, and vitamins. These are all are the essential growth requirements for the organic compounds. The compulsory organic compounds are utilized in this growth of the medium. So what are their amino acids, purines, pyrimids, and vitamins? So this is about nutritional requirement for the culture medium. So these are the mainly used for the development of the bacteria. So these are the particular, what are the first one are the nutritional requirements is divided into two types. One is the requirements is the two types. One is the nutritional and environment. The nutritional requirement is classified into several types. One is the energy, carbon, nitrogen, sulfur, and phosphorus, minerals, and vitamins, and other organic growing factors. So what is the energy? The energy utilized from the chemical compounds is known as a chemotropes. Example is Escherichia coli. The energy requirements from the light is known as a phototropes. Example is a rhodospirillum. It depends upon the carbon. And the most important for the growing factor, it is a carbon. 50% weight of the carbon is a bacteria. The next one, it is mainly involved in the synthesis of new cells. So some carbons are utilized from the carbon dioxide is known as autotrophs. Some carbons are utilized from the protein, carbohydrates, and lipids is known as heterotrophs. So depends upon the compounds and depends upon the molecules. It is divided into carbons, carbon dioxide, heterotrophs, and autotrophs. Example for the autotrophs is the and heterotrophs is different types of examples are there. So one is the next one is the nitrogen, sulfur, and phosphorus. So the nitrogen mainly used for the essential requirements for the synthesis of DNA, RNA, and proteins. 15 percentage of the net weight of the 15% nitrogen is presented in the bacteria. So the next one is sulfur. The sulfur is synthesized for the amino acid cysteine, methionine, vitamins like thiamine and biotin. Then next, what is the importance of the phosphorus? The phosphorus is the mainly involved in the nucleic acids and phospholipids purpose. We are using the phosphorus. And metals is like potassium, calcium, magnesium, and zinc, cobalt, manganese, ferrous is the used for the low concentration for the development of the enzyme activity and act as a cofactors. And vitamins like vitamins and other carbon organic compounds is mainly used in the energy, a sudden energy require all get ready for energy from the organic compounds like amino acids, purine, pyrimidines, and vitamins. So this is the nutritional requirement for the culture media. So this is about the nutritional requirement for the culture media. If you have any doubts, ma, any doubts?